Good afternoon. I'm Larry Steinhouse, and welcome to Money Chat Now. Today is Wednesday, November 17th. And just remember, if you like the show, hit that share button, hit that like button, and of course you can make comments live during the show on YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and like the Money Chat Now page on Facebook. Money Chat Now is brought to you by Investor Schooling, and of course you can attend a complimentary class this Thursday by going to investorschooling.com. There you will learn about real estate investing and stock options trading and really pretty much everything about money. So on today's show, we're going to be talking about the market update and what happened in the market today. We're going to be talking about Biden probing gas price rising. We're going to be talking about Apple repairs. We're going to be talking the fact that COVIDiots just continue. And we're going to talk about Gates has gone nuclear and the Chobani IPO. I'm telling you right now, this is a show you want to watch, especially if you're the first time watching. You definitely want to watch this show. I promise you by the end of the show, I will have you in stitches. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe jail, but definitely stitches. All right, here you go. So first of all, the Dow finished down about 211 points. Yike. And this is what was expected. The S&P down 12 points and the NASDAQ down 52 points. I've been saying this for some time now that this is the week that I expected the market to start falling. I've been saying it for about a month, and if you were paying attention to all the shows I've been doing, you know that I've been saying it, and sure enough, it's going to continue, but just for a little bit longer. I'm predicting the Dow will probably drop below 35,000 at one point before the madness stops. I'm not going to say madness, but the drop stops. I'm also predicting a big day, and I'm going to be talking big drop day. I'm going to be talking about that. All right, let's talk about Biden's probe. Yeah. In another dementia moment, President Braindead decided to start a probe into the rising gas prices. No, so seriously, he did. He really did. This is as the national average for a gallon of gas stood at $3.41 today. That's up from $3.31 just a month ago, and of course up from $2.12 1 year ago. So Poopy Pants is seriously asking the Federal Trade Commission to look into behavior from energy companies as prices at the pump hover around a 7-year high. I wonder who was president 7 years ago. Anyway, in a letter to Chair Lina Khan, Biden said there's mounting evidence of anti-consumer behavior by oil and gas companies. The letter noted that prices at the pump have remained high despite a decline in the price of unfinished gasoline. This explained a large gap between the price of unfinished gasoline and the average price at the pump, is well above the pandemic average, the letter said. All right. Is he crazy? Hey, Joe, when you shut down the pipeline and threaten to shut down another pipeline, gas prices go up as supply goes down. I realize that over 40 years, you never understood basic economics, mostly because you're a Democrat, but hey, stupid, even a 7th grader can understand the basic concept of supply and demand. Yes, launch your probe, but make sure the results are based on the facts, not just the facts that you want the American public to hear. You know, those stickers that you're finding in gas pumps? They're accurate. Have you seen them, Joe? You know, the ones that have a picture of you with that dumb grin on your face pointing to the price that have the caption, "I did that." Hello, Joe, are you there? Gas prices are your biggest accomplishment. At least take ownership of it. Check out this response from Frank Macharola, API's Senior Vice President of Policy, Economics, and Regulatory Affairs. Rather than launching investigations on markets that are regulated and closely monitored on a daily basis, or pleading with OPEC to increase supply, we should be encouraging the safe and responsible development of American-made oil and natural gas. He gets it, and President Poopy Pants doesn't. Ugh. All right, as far as the oil and gas companies go, they keep getting better and better to invest in. I've told you this before. Halliburton is a play because it still has room to run, and Occidental Petroleum is also a play. So go for it, man. I'm telling you, this is great. Biden just doesn't get it. All right, let's talk about Apple and repair parts. So Apple has a new money-making idea that includes you fixing your own iPhone or Mac. Apple announced a new self-service repair program that will let customers buy parts to fix their own iPhones or Macs. The program will first allow iPhone owners to replace their screen, their battery, or their camera, and it'll have more parts coming later. For many years, Apple has fought the repair shops and do-it-yourselfer by not allowing them to buy parts and fix their device. By the way, that reminds me of Tesla. If you've ever seen how Tesla does the same thing, you can't even buy a windshield wiper blade from Tesla. You have to have them put it on. Many of the repair shops to repair the devices now are using third-party parts. Apple claimed it diminished the product as well as brought safety concerns to the product. Of course, Apple has the ulterior motive of selling Apple eye care insurance on their products. So this is probably the biggest reason for them resisting offering parts. Apple, however, has changed their stance on this and will allow the parts to be sold through their website. This is an obvious moneymaker for them, as third-party companies will now be squeezed out of business slowly. Wouldn't you want a genuine part instead of a cheap imitation part coming from China? Did I do that right? China? I got to talk to Trump and see if I do that right. Anyway, which of course is now, the parts are now sitting on a boat anyway. Let's go, Brandon. A nice feature about the genuine part bought on the Apple Store will be a recycling credit for the old part. This, of course, will save the consumer a few bucks, but it also makes Apple look like a responsible company when they throw the old part out in their garbage instead of you throwing it out in your garbage. No, seriously, how do you recycle a cracked screen or a bad battery? You don't. But you simply make you can't make the defective part work more like, so basically what you do is you make the defective part work more like a coupon. It simply works by them offering you the rebate when and if you send the part in. Like other rebates and coupons, most won't do it. So Apple gets the higher price for the part while virtually signaling that they are a responsible company. All right. Apple actually moved up on the news today, and it was up over 3.5 points for most of the day. So it was, again, a good play. All right, let's talk about the COVIDiots. By the way, if you're watching and you want to leave a comment, please leave a comment. Let me know that you're watching. Let me know you like the show. All right, here you go. So the COVIDiots continue to make the headlines today. But before I talk about that, I found something very funny while writing today's show. You know, like you, I use Microsoft Word for many of my word processing, so I'm using Microsoft Word, and of course you do too. When I was writing this section, I literally typed the word COVIDiot and expected the word processor to flag as a spelling mistake. So I thought it would be a spelling mistake, right? Well, to my surprise, Word has already accepted it as a real word. Don't believe me? Try it in your word processor. Unreal. Anyway, getting back to the COVIDiots. Today it was reported that 10% of the population of 5 to 10-year-olds have had the jab. You know, the jab of the vaccine that causes blood clots. Really, in some children. Look it up. Don't believe me? I'm telling you, it's there. Look it up. That's right. Parents have decided that the risk of blood clots and their children's heart stopping are less important than the risk of their children getting a disease that almost never affects children. Look that up. Seriously. I still don't get it. But I do know, seriously, how Hitler convinced the nation to follow him over and over again. Anyway, next in COVIDiot land, Moderna has filed an application to make another booster available for you. That's right. You can now take another shot paid for the government for Moderna's profit. Yes, another shot that will be as useless as the first 2 or 3 shots. Yes, COVIDiots are getting a shot and another and another and another and are still getting COVID. This is ridiculous. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. No, it's not. It's called profit and stock manipulation. That's right. Moderna's stock crashed the other day, bringing it below 230. Well, the investors, I mean the politicians, you know, the people who control and manipulate the stock, need to make their money back, so enter the new booster. Hey, COVIDiots, this scamdemic is over. Stop the madness already. All right, I'm going to take a quick break, and I notice my favorite troll is back, Kittens. Hi, Kittens. We'll see you in a minute.
Okay, so you've thought about investing in real estate, houses, apartment buildings, properties, but don't really know where to start? Well, what if you could very easily learn how to gain strategies to use other people's money to buy and sell houses in the Philadelphia area? If you could learn and network with successful area real estate investors and how to produce monthly income on rental properties without headaches, that place is Investor Schooling. With Investor Schooling, you'll learn from 2 Philadelphia area rockstar real estate investors, Phil Felger Cohn and Larry Steinhouse about how to buy and sell properties the easy way and teach you basic and advanced techniques to help you make money in real estate. You can attend investor schooling in person or online visual classes 8 times a month. You can and will learn how to make money in real estate. Call for free information and get a complimentary pass to one of these classes. But don't delay, as these complimentary passes are limited. Call the number on your screen now or visit investorschooling.com. investorschooling.com.
Okay, welcome back to Money Chat Now. I am your host, Larry Steinhouse, and so far we've been discussing the market update. It's down about 212 points. The S&P is down 12 points, and the NASDAQ is down 52 points. We've been talking about President Poopy Pants, trying to figure out, why gas prices are going up. And we explained to him very simply, because he shut down the pipeline. He can't be that stupid. Well, that's not true. I guess he can. Anyway, Apple, we talked about Apple being able to make repairs on your own units. And of course, we talked about the fact that the COVID-idiots continue. My guess is that Kittens Johnson is lining up right now for her third vaccine shot. But Kittens, do me a favor, don't die of a heart attack, because I'm really enjoying your posts. All right, coming up, we're also talking about the fact that Bill Gates has gone nuclear. We're going to be talking about the Chobani IPO and, of course, the wrap-up. But first of all, did you guys hit the share button? I see you guys watching. Hit that share button, hit that like button, and let me know you enjoy the show. Of course, you can leave comments, and I will try to respond to them live. Somebody asked me where Kittens is leaving her comments. I believe it's in the Money Chat Now page. So take a look for that, and so you can see it. You know, I can see them all. So I don't know which one it is, but I believe that's where it is. So go for it. Take a look at her, and I don't know, it might be a guy. Actually, the profile says guy. I mean, you know, anybody who has a name Kittens probably is a girl, but then again, we're talking about America now. All right, hit that share button, hit that like button, let's go. All right, let's talk a little bit about Gates going nuclear. When you hear that Bill Gates is investing in nuclear reactor technology, you just want to shake your head in disbelief, in total disbelief. Hey, you, did you know that Bill Gates is building a nuclear reactor?
What?
Seriously, did you know that the bipartisan infrastructure bill includes paying for these reactors?
What?
Yes, I'm as dumbfounded as you. The party and a head activist of the Party of Clean Energy and Safety Commissions are the ones changing their minds on nuclear. Huh? Hey guys, did you talk to the Democrat voters on this one? I, for one, I'm all for nuclear, and I also think it'll be a great energy source in the future, especially when we need to probably increase the energy grid by hundreds of times with all these electric cars on the road, right? Doesn't that make sense? Now, I also have to tell you that these nuclear reactors are special. Come on, Bill Gates wouldn't do anything, that's not special. That's right, they're a new technology. Did you know that the old reactors used water to cool them? That's right, water. Huh. That's why when you drive by a reactor station, you see clouds of white smoke coming up from them. The funny part is that so many people complain that this is air pollution. It's just water vapor. This is the world we live in. It's not pollution, it's just water vapor. It's totally harmless. But getting back to the water-cooled reactors, did you ever see a lake freeze over? Of course you did, right? But did you ever see the ocean freeze over? Do you know why the ocean doesn't freeze? Because it's salt water. The salt in the water changes the freezing and boiling point of water. Look, I'm no scientist, nor do I to pretend to be one like Dr. Fauci. So I won't go into the explanation of why, but I will tell you that it's been known for centuries. So guess what the genius Bill Gates has invented? He's a genius. That's right. They're going to cool the reactor with salt water instead of plain water. I can see the sign of relief coming from the Democrat liberals saying, Gates is so smart. Salt water makes all the problems go away. By the way, the first plant will be located in Kemmerer, Wyoming, and should be operational by 2022. I hope it will be soon enough for all these cars. Anyway, let's talk about Chobani. Hey, what do you think of when you buy yogurt? I think of Chobani all the time. Every time I look at yogurt, it's Chobani, 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 the Greek yogurt, right? I'm not sure if it's a brand thing or the name is just really cool. Well, Chobani has filed to go public under the symbol CHO. Most of Chobani's sales come from North America, but international markets account for roughly a tenth of its revenue, according to the regulatory filing. Chobani said its revenue grew 5.2% to $1.4 billion from 2019 to 2020. However, its net loss more than tripled during that time, reaching $58.7 million. This is not a public company, as it invested back into the business. So here's the bottom line. Chobani has a debt problem, and they need to get it under control to keep the company moving. On the other hand, it has a great brand name, and they have plans to go into the milk and creamer business as well. If approved, the company will sell shares and use that money to pay down some of the debt and use the money to expand and advertise. Look for the symbol CHO in the next few months. As for me, I'm not sure about the stock. I don't know. I think I might pop and then fizzle, but we will definitely see. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to get back, and we will talk to you in a minute.
Okay, so you've thought about investing in real estate, houses, apartment buildings, properties, but don't really know where to start? Well, what if you could very easily learn how to gain strategies to use other people's money to buy and sell houses in the Philadelphia area? If you could learn and network with successful area real estate investors and how to produce monthly income on rental properties without headaches, that place is Investor Schooling. With Investor Schooling, you'll learn from two Philadelphia area rockstar real estate investors, Phil Falcone and Larry Steinhouse, about how to buy and sell properties the easy way and teach you basic and advanced techniques to help you make money in real estate. You can attend Investor Schooling in person or online visual classes 8 times a month. You can and will learn how to make money in real estate. Call for free information and get a complimentary pass to one of these classes. But don't delay, as these complimentary passes are limited. Call the number on your screen now or visit investorschooling.com. investorschooling.com.
All right, welcome back to Money Chat Now. I am Larry Steinhouse, and I'm your host. You know, Bill had a post up here. He had a question up here. We were just talking about Bill Gates and his saltwater brilliance. And Bill says, "What about the corrosive elements of saltwater?" You know, I didn't think about that before. I got to tell you, I can't wait till this thing opens, and as long as it's in Wyoming, they'll have the problem there, and Chernobyl won't come near me. That's the best answer, I guess. I don't know. All right, we've also been talking about the fact that the market is down 212 points, the S&P is down 12, and the NASDAQ is down 52 points. We've been talking about President Poopy Pants probing gas prices. My guess is he knows a lot about gas. Anyway, we also talked about Apple being able to make your repairs on your own phone. We talked about the fact that the COVIDiots just continue. As I said, Gates has gone nuclear and the Chobani IPO. And coming up is the wrap up and my stock picks. By the way, did you guys hit that share button yet? Did you guys hit the like button? Let me know you enjoy the show and leave comments on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or LinkedIn. Hey, I also want to remind you that this show will be moving to 7:30 a.m. Monday through Friday as of November 29th, and we will be broadcasting on the show on WWDB in Philadelphia live as of December 1st. I just can't wait till Philadelphia gets a hold of me. It's going to be hysterical. Can you imagine? This is a mostly liberal station that I'm going to be on. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to have so many people like kittens paying attention. All right, anyway, let's talk about the wrap-up on what's going on in the world. So the market started its decline as I predicted. Now keep in mind that the market is not going to crash but pull back. I'm still predicting a big one-day drop in the next 2 weeks. It might even be this week, but we'll see. And then followed by recovery day. This is quite normal, and there are catalysts for this drop. Like one of them will be the debt ceiling and voting arguments, and the end of earnings season, and of course profit taking. So just keep that in mind. Don't even really worry about it. All right, here are some of the notable moves in the market today. Rivian dropped today as investors took profits. I stated this would happen in the past few days. I also like the stock below 100, and I've been looking for options to start trading soon. And just so you know, it was down about 30 points, so I'm looking forward to the options. We'll see what happens with that. Apple was a mover today as it climbed over 3.5 points at one point. Again, probably on the news that they're going to offer parts. Meta is settling, and I'm looking for the stock to go down into the 225 range before I re-enter the stock. I think it's a great play. I think it's going to hit 400 probably soon, but again, I want to come in a little light just in case I'm wrong. The cruise stocks such as Carnival, Royal Caribbean, and Norwegian were down a bit today, but here was something interesting. I don't know if you noticed this, but at 1 o'clock, the market just took a downturn for about 15 minutes. I'm not really sure why, but CCL and AAL dropped, and then they recovered from it quickly, so that's good. So Moderna and Tesla both moved up. Tesla is just under 1,100, and Moderna was up about 10 points, and we discussed this earlier as to why. I think they are also good stocks. So let's talk a little bit about the crypto scene. Right now, as I've said before, crypto is usually a tell for the stock market. So remember, crypto started to move down, and again, Bitcoin broke below 60,000 once again today, but it came back and it's now above the 60,000 mark. I just don't know if it's going to stay there long. Ether is also hovering at around 4,200, and of course my millionaire making play Shiba is at 47 millionth of a cent and dropping. I knew I should have waited before I added to my position, but sure enough, I got caught up. Anyway, my next buy will be about 39 millionth of a cent, and I recommend that for you guys too. Doge is dropping to about 23 cents, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna wait for it to hit 17 cents before I add to that position as well. All right, real quick, if you guys like the show, of course, hit the like button, hit the share button, and don't forget that on the 29th we'll be moving to 7:30, and we'll be live on the radio. And Kitten says we're only gonna last 2 weeks. I got bad news for you, Kitten. We got a full year contract, so we'll have a minimum of 1 year. Anyway, if you've made money on some of the stock tips discussed in this show, please leave a comment. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and like the Money Chat Now page on Facebook. Hit that like button, hit that share button, and everybody say boo to Kittens. By the way, Kittens, I got to ask you, is Kittens Johnson really short for Pussy Dick? See y'all.